Welcome to Talk Finance Daily, your go-to podcast for making finance simple and interesting. Today, we are diving into a hot topic: foreign portfolio investors or FPIs. What are they? Why do they matter? And why are they suddenly pulling money out of India? Stick around as we break it all down with real-world examples and expert insights. Imagine you're an investor sitting in the US or Europe looking for new opportunities. You spot India's fast-growing economy and decide to invest in Indian stocks, bonds, or government securities. That makes you a foreign portfolio investor, an international player looking to benefit from India's growth. FPIs pump in billions of dollars, influencing stock prices and overall market sentiment. Think of it like a local shop receiving funding from a big investor. Suddenly, the shop can expand, offer new products, and attract more customers. Similarly, FPIs bring liquidity, making it easier for people to buy and sell stocks quickly. FPIs impact the Indian economy in three major ways. Liquidity boost: when FPIs invest, it increases cash flow, ensuring smoother and more active trading. Example: imagine a small town where a big supermarket opens. Suddenly, people have more choices, and local businesses thrive due to increased spending. Similarly, FPIs make markets more active and attractive. Stock market growth: their investments push stock prices higher, benefiting local investors and boosting economic confidence. Example: when FPIs invest in companies like Infosys and Reliance, domestic investors follow, creating a surge in stock prices. Global confidence in India: a high FPI presence signals that international investors trust India's economy, encouraging more foreign and domestic participation. Example: if a billionaire investor tweets about how promising India is, many others follow, boosting market sentiment. Lately, FPIs have been withdrawing funds, sparking concerns. But why? Let's break it down into global and domestic factors. 1. Global economic factors. US market appeal: with high interest rates in the US, investors find safer, higher returns there. Example: if Bank A in the US offers a 5% return and Bank B in India offers 3%, where would you park your money? Most would choose the higher return. Emerging market sell-off: FPIs are pulling out not just from India but from emerging markets due to economic uncertainties. Example: just like birds migrating from a storm, investors move funds away from unstable regions. Geopolitical uncertainty: conflicts like Russia-Ukraine and tensions in the Middle East make investors cautious about putting money in riskier markets. Example: if a tourist hears about unrest in a vacation destination, they may choose a safer alternative. 2. Domestic factors. High market valuations: Indian stocks have surged, making them pricier compared to other emerging markets. Example: imagine a real estate boom where property prices skyrocket. Buyers may look elsewhere for better deals. Slower corporate earnings growth: investors are concerned about whether companies can keep up with high market valuations. Example: if a company's stock price rises but its profits don't, investors may sell off. US trade policies: new tariffs on Indian exports hurt industries, making FPIs rethink their investments. Example: if an Indian textile company faces high US import duties, profits shrink, making it less attractive to investors. 3. Shift to debt markets. RBI's higher interest rates make government bonds more appealing for safer investments. Example: if Indian bonds offer a 6% return compared to 4% from US bonds, FPIs may shift towards bonds instead of stocks. So, what happens when FPIs pull out? Stock market correction: If FPIs continue selling, market volatility increases, causing stock prices to drop. Example, a panic sell-off by large investors can trigger fear among smaller investors, leading to a market slump. Sectoral impact. Industries like banking, IT, and finance are hit hard, while sectors like chemicals and media see minor inflows. Example, a tech company relying on FPI funds may see its stock dip when investors exit. What can India do to counter this? Strengthen macroeconomic policies, ensuring economic stability can restore investor confidence. Encourage domestic investments, promoting mutual funds and institutional participation can cushion the impact. Example, if more Indian households invest in mutual funds, it reduces dependence on foreign investors. So, should we panic about FPIs exiting India? Not necessarily. While short-term volatility is expected, India remains an attractive long-term investment destination. The key is balanced economic policies and stronger domestic investment. That's all for today on Talk Finance Daily. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what's your take on FPIs. Until next time, keep investing smart.